All right, so now you guys, we are going to start a new clip, a new animation. We're gonna begin with animating this drone to fly in a very simple circle and come back to the origin. And then we're gonna talk about repeating that and so on. And landing it, yeah. So let's get started. We're gonna start where we left off. So we are going to create a new clip, and this clip we're gonna call it fly. Remember, so far we are in the animation tab. Sorry, this should be selected. In the animation tab, we have the idle state, a clip. Do you remember? Now let's add a new clip and call it a fly-in state, okay? And hit save. Again, you can add properties, and you are going to add position, a new, and here we go. You will have the timeline or the cursor or the playback head set up for only 2 seconds, as you can see. There's 1 second, in fact. So in our case, we're gonna make it 10 frames per seconds. This is what the sample is doing. So we are going to say that every 10 frames here, meaning every time I move here, it's 1 second. So we have hopefully 6 seconds. Okay, so let's get started. First thing first, we are going to there's multiple ways of doing animation. The easiest way, in fact, is to use this record, the record keyframe recording mode. So once you click the keyframe recording mode, as you can see here, you will see that the timeline here with the 10 samples for each second, defined for each second, will be highlighted in a red or any varying color. So now we press the red circle, which is this red circle, to begin recording. So we're going to use this kind of technique to animate our drone, and we set it down to 10 so that we will have 10 frames equal 1 second. Honestly, this is a bit confusing here, but this is how it works. So now we are going to start at its origin, starting from 0. Our position was a little bit higher than 0, 0, 0. So we are gonna position the timeline at frame 0. Okay, yes, here is the timeline here. Here it is, yes, at 0. And what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We are going to select the flying drone in hierarchy, make sure its position is 0, 0, 0. Okay, we're gonna do that. Not very difficult. So here are you in the hierarchy, and you are at 0, 0, 0. Well, I have it a little bit at 0.009, remember, you guys? So I think this is not bad. Okay, this is our initial position is different than the slides. It's just fine. What do we need to do? In fact, we want to set the red timeline at the 1 second mark, as you can see here, at the 1 second mark. And in the scene view, make sure the position of the gizmo is selected, showing the red. Okay. Why? Because they want you to see that it is actually lifting up, taking off a little bit, and move the Y position to a flying height. So this is what I was telling you. Okay, here I would like to see a little bit free perspective, okay? And now we are going to, as in the slides, do you see the slides are so here in the front, starting this point forward, it's very particular. So it says, just select the flying drone, make sure its position in the inspector is 0, 0, 0. Then we want the drone to fly and reach. Then you need to move it at the we're gonna move it here, and we're gonna make sure that the position is 0.015, and I hit enter. This is on the preview, but here's a problem. What is this? This is the same timeline. Why it's not red? Like, as you can see, this is here, 10 frames. Okay. And add keyframe. So you need to position it here and then add a keyframe. And as you can see here, now there will be a keyframe added. Maybe I don't know what you're talking about, but it should work. I think in this, either I am not able. You see? Do you see how it's moving? So it's working. Okay, it's lifting up. Now, what do you need to do is go back again to the top view, and now we can move it. Move it here, Z axis, and this seems to be actually going forward, not backward. So in my arrangements here, when I was thinking about things, I kind of had a varying perspective. This is in fact going forward, not backward. So this shouldn't be in the negative, yeah? In my case here. Okay, so I'm gonna move this forward. You think it's maybe that easy? I don't know. This should be always 0.15. This is exactly how I imagined it. It's like 0.02, but it's in the positive, yeah? So now, it's not because I don't know. You can easily know because of the gizmo here. When it's the blue cone, it's the positive. Okay. Now, do you want to add here a new frame? Yes. So I'm gonna move this. Do you see? Now this is going on top, and then Gumen, this is supposed to be 0. I made a mistake, okay? This is supposed to be all 0, okay? Now that I am moving, Gumen, keep the keyframe. Now that I'm moving here, I'm gonna add a new keyframe. And then I can you see, not exactly 0.015, it should be 15. And over here it's going to be 0.02. Do you see why planning is nice? Again, so now let's see what's happening here. At the very beginning, it's going to take off, and then it's going to move this way. Cool. Now we're going to move to the right. Okay, let's add another new frame. Another new frame, it's going to be here. And I'm going to add, as you can see here, add a keyframe. And this keyframe always, almost always, all the time, it is the 0.015, not changing for the height. And over here, it should be also the 0.02, yes, but the x-axis in the positive should be maybe 0.045, maybe, yeah? And then hit enter, and now let's see what's happening. Let's go back, flying up, and then going forward, going to the right, and now the next frame. The next frame should be here, and we add a new frame again and again and again, 0.015 all the time for height. This was 0.02, right? Right? And now, you know, I forgot where I am. Yeah, I used to be here, right? So now I want to move to the right. No, I moved already to the right, didn't I? 0.45. Now I want to move down, right? go minne, I messed, I forgot where I've been here. I already been there, you see, going up, then going forward, going here, and now I need to be going down. So the x-axis is supposed to be the same, but the z is gonna be minus 0.0, let's say 4. 4 maybe too much seems to be. How about 3? Maybe too much. How about 2.5? 2.5? Yeah, 2.5. Okay, 0.025 seems to be like a very good position here. So now we're gonna move to, we're gonna keep the everything as is, but we are going to change the x to the negative because we're not going this way. This is the x-axis. We're going opposite to the x-axis. So we're gonna go a whole a distance of 9 centimeters, 0.05. So next time we need this to be, let's write it down so I don't forget that the z is gonna stay minus 0.025, and only the x is gonna have to be 0.09, and but it's gonna be in the negative also because it is opposite to the red cone that represents the x-axis, the positive x-axis. Okay, so now we're gonna move one more step. We're gonna add a new frame, and in this new frame I am going to set these guys to, again, don't mess up, that was minus 0.025, nicely done, and this is never should change from 0.015, and this is gonna be minus 0.09. Oh man, that's too much, I'm afraid. Okay, how about 0.4? Okay, good. Okay, so now this is good. So it ended up being 0.04. Okay, so by the way, I shouldn't be fooled by the 0.04. It might be 0.05 because let me show you why. This, well, actually not. It's almost there. It's good position. Let's see what's happening again. This is here, going up, same height, going forward, then to the right, then backward, yeah, then to the left, and now let's go back again to the top here, and then we're gonna move forward. I think maybe I did so many moves, so I'm gonna not move forward immediately. I'm gonna immediately move to the center. I am running out of the frames. Maybe I should have done 5 frames for each minute, because I have so far like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 already. I need 6, 7. Yeah. So in any case, let me skip this step right now in the recording, but in class we can add this step, and let's just move to the center, go back to the center. So now I'm gonna take this keyframe here, and it's moving to the center. Do you want to show it again? Here we go. So save, and I think this is it for today. Let's see. So this is it, this is it, this is it. Yes, ma'am. And over here, there's some guidelines on how to do it. And over here, you can now press the red circle button again, so you can stop the recording when you are happy with the whatever you've been doing, and adjust the scene view so it's perspective, and take a look. I've done that. Print the preview. Okay, select the curves view. Let me to go over the curves view also today in the animation window, and you might be familiar of this kind of curves, and I will show you how my curves here, this is the dope sheet and this is the curves. Oh man, it's not as smooth as I thought it is. Do you see? I thought it is a little bit smoother than this, but nonetheless, it is okay. So now I need to stop the recording. This is it, right? Yeah, this is it. Thank you so much. That was a very good animation. And I'm gonna stop the recording here. But maybe my animation isn't as good as I think it is, right? So how about we take a look? Let's take a look. But there's maybe some, I mean, I need to check. It's been a while. I haven't done this. The animation does not loop. Navigate to the animation in the project. Yeah, we need to stop it from looping. Moreover, I did not let it land. I did not let it land. So I think maybe in class I will a little bit shorten the periods, or because I needed to go back down. So in any case, it's just a math. Now you know how to do this. You can do anything else. So in order not to make it loop, look at this. This is the idle state and this is the flying state. First thing first, we need to connect these video clips together. They are different video clips, right? And there is the idle state where the drone will be flying or sitting on the business card for a little while. So I need to connect this with this. So this would be connecting the eclipse. Maybe this video recording is too long, so let me start with a new video recording where we are going to connect these two clips so that we will have a whole video, a project of animation. Okay, I'll see you soon.